This is called I Fell in Love with a Ghost. I am in love with your ghost. The empty shell of all my time and thoughts I have offered you each and every night since we first crossed into one another's lens consumes me and leaves me here tonight spent without a word that speaks with the proper weight, the proper cost. If I had to select simply one, loss. The tides of our renewal merely drift amongst the shallows. There is no tidal surge that beckons me back into your life. But still I feel the toxin of your infection permeating every pore and crevice of me, as I pour out my heart to you always in this longing for only one, my kindred in a silky red dress. You are my temptress, and I am yours, your one and only lost cause. And I stare into the stark white of the terror that is truth and commitment, in the salve of your melody. What a soothing symphony! And I softly close my eyes, knowing whether they are open or the opposite, I will always see you in my vision. You are my fevered condition, and I want no elixir that might ever cleanse me of your nightly visits within the cobblestones of my thunderstruck mind. Pace with me now, past the thoughts of where we now sit in the present. Hold my hand as we tear at the hands of time, turning yesterday from painful separating into a memory worth celebrating, as we embrace the thread that through the electricity of our shared duplicity, fate had so meticulously spun. Hold me now hard as I so desperately hold on to you in my silver-steeled heart, and I beckon you ever forward past the cliff of regret and the valley of resentment, into the expanse of the hourglass, where the sands of time that never quite fall at a gate I ever liked stop on a dime. Frozen in time, you and I, stitched together, ripped and re-sewn, spun. And the future, once ever murky as the swamp within which I survive, becomes somehow less a pixelated portrait of zeros and ones, into a finer definition with a higher decision, swollen with understanding and floating with forgiveness, than this insufferable sadness that surrounds our very last attempt at healing these falling grains of loss. And what was to be our shared passage of time into what will be, with hope and understanding, our sterling future within which you and I do thrive. You are a ghost, and I am in love. You are as beautiful as the stars are luminous, and so bright in this winter-kissed can't sleep 'cause I miss you night. Were the heavens to open and allow me to journey from a lowly Terran watcher into a stellar skywalker, I would swallow every moment and carve into my memory every shy look stolen from your smile into the fabric that threads my honor. And my honor is so much my very life. Yet nothing quite seems worth it when you are so far from me, and I am furiously memorizing every curve of your lips and every sway of your hips into the web within which I write you this sonnet. I write for you, I write of you, I write within my heart every morning as the sun stares me awake, and I write within my mind each night as the moon guides slumber in overtaking my longing, my aching, my sorry, my everything. You are my muse, and I am your sky. I fell in love with the ghost, and I have only one hope. You only haunt me when I am sleeping, and you find it within yourself to stand strong with me, and you materialize, lest I cross over to be your ethereal heart's soldier when I die. I fell in love with a ghost, and I have never felt more certain of anything than your crimson-kissed lips creased in a smile, stealing every piece of me as you have stolen so many of my nights since we first met, and I inevitably failed. I fell in love with a ghost. She is the center of my cosmic eloquence, and I am but the feathered quill, which is to say I am her delicate instrument. She is inspired beauty. I am her scribe. I fell in love with a ghost, and I have never felt more alive. Copyright me, Brian Milici, December 7th, 2015. Of course, back in 1941, on this date, the attack at Pearl Harbor was underway. Very sad day in my country's history. of course, but ultimately the sacrifices of those um, from all over the world in World War II got us to a better place. And after Paris and the California San Bernardino shootings, and so many other things in the news lately, uh, we should treat each other with love and respect. And anything less than that's just not enough, you know? There's no reason to be anything but genuine and sincere and respectful to each other. Uh, if we don't have a lot of time on this rock flying through space, we might as well make the best of it, not only for ourselves, but uh, each other. It just makes the days better. So may you always find your smile, and thanks for listening.